Did you know? Reimu's character was inspired by Sayo-chan from Kiki Kai Kai. Reimu's last word, Musou Tensei, is a hominem of Musou Tensei, Kenshiro's strongest technique from Fist of the North Star. If you activate this spell card in Hisou Tensoku, the theme, Mystical Oriental Love Consultation, plays in the style of Fatal KO from Fist of the North Star. Nitori's last words, Super Scope 3D, is a reference to Nintendo's Super Scope, and how it plays is a reference to Solid Snake's Final Smash from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Satori Kumeiji has the most spell cards in one title out of any character in the series, at 76. The runner-up is Okina with 46 cards in Hidden Star in 4 seasons. Okina Matara was originally going to be disabled and in a wheelchair to show that people with disabilities are very strong too, but Zun later decided against it because it would be a difficult topic to talk about and could be seen as offensive. Ryakuten Hijiri and Kasen Ibaraki were originally considered to appear in 10 Desires as the final boss. Marisa Kidesama is the most character theme songs out of any Touhou character at 7. The theme songs are Love Colored Magic, Dimensional Dream, Vessel of Stars, Casket of Star, The Witch's Ball, Love Colored Master Spark, Oriental Dark Flight, and Magus Knight. The manga series, Sarai, appears to be an inspiration for many of the embodiment of Scarlet Devil characters, subtly like Cerno's name coming from a character in the manga, and 2 vampires with hats looking oddly similar to Ramilla and Flandra, or big inspirations like Flicker and Nudge being massive inspirations for Sakuya Sayoi. Chen has the shortest name out of any Touhou character with only 1 kanji. Momoyo Himamushi's inspiration is the Great Centipede from the Tale of Tawada Tolda. If she truly is the Great Centipede, then she was once killed by Fujiwara no Hidesato, who is Fujiwara no Moku's great nephew. Ikki's theme is titled Fate of 60 Years. Phantasmagoria Flower Review released on the 14th of August 2005, and about 60 years prior to this game's release, Emperor Showa was about to accept the Potsdam acceptance on the 15th of August 1945, which in turn led to Japan's surrender in World War II about a month later. The reason this is significant is because of the 60-year cycle storyline that happens in Touhou 9. About every 60 years, spirits come out of nowhere to witness the flowers and all that in Gensokyo. Just imagine that these spirits were dead soldiers and innocent victims of World War II, just coming to see the flowers for the first time in Gensokyo. Letty does not like it when people mention Cerno during the winter season because she sees herself as superior to her. Medicine Melikani had the power to poison an entire village and presumably kill everyone in her sight, but when she tried poisoning a human village, she failed at doing so. After the events of Phantasmagoria Flower Review, she changed for the better and stopped her killing spree. According to the manual of Perfect Cherry Blossom, the Prism River family has 4 members, Lunasa, Lyrica, and Merlin. But who's the 4th one? That is Layla Prism River. Layla never grew up with her other 3 sisters when she became an orphan, so she made poltergeist replicas of them until she died. And it's not known if she actually became a spirit or a ghost after she died, being one of the few Touhou characters that are actually dead. Rin Satsuki is probably the most famous scrap Touhou character. She is so obscure that she is only mentioned by 1 line of hexadecimal code in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, where we can see her name. She is so obscure that we don't even know what her official kanji reading is. But Rin Satsuki stuck because it was likely that she was going to be a Keaton. Plus, this image that is commonly circulated to be her is not actually her official design, but the design stuck with the community. Despite her entire character being based around green-eyed jealousy, Parsley's sprite in-game has blue eyes. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody's Japanese title, Touhou Hisoten, is a pun on the pronunciation of Hiso Hihisoten, which is a term for Bhavagara in Buddhism. Alice Margatroyd believes that there is a correlation between colors and power. She said that Reimu has 28.5714% of her own powers, due to Reimu's clothes only consisting of 2 colors. On the Steam versions of Undefined Fantastic Object, there were many reports of the Dark Hotel malware being detected in-game, so much so that the game got delisted from Steam so that the team re-releasing Touhou in the West could fix it. Murasa Minamitsu's theme has a distinctive pop sound 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the song, as confirmed by Zun's Twitter. A lot of the PC98 characters draw very heavy inspiration or are even copied from other popular media of the time, like Rukoto being inspired by Multi from the Two Heart novel series, Mimi-chan being copied from Don't Leave Me Alone Daisy, Ellen being inspired by Ellen from Izumi Takamoto, and Gengetsu's design being inspired from Mai of the Megami Ibon Roku Persona manga. Genji still likely exists in the Windows canon. Zun, in at least 2 interviews, has stated that he is probably living in the lake behind the shrine. Mima is the only PC98 character besides Reimu, Marisa, Yuka, and Alice that has appeared on the Windows era via an official CD cover on Aku's Untouched score. The extra stage boss against Rika and Evil Eye Sigma in Story of Eastern Wonderland is purely non-canon no matter how you view the PC98 canon. This is because the pre-fight dialogue in the extra stage is, what would happen if Reimu chased after Rika instead of going to stage 2, which implies that in canon, the fight never happens and was just a what-if scenario. In the game Samedare, Yuki and Mai from Mystic Square appear as extra stage mid-bosses. In Lotus Land Story in Mystic Square, Yuka was only known by Yuka and did not have a last name. Zun was involved with some of the art and music from the first 2 Seiho games, Shusho Gyoku and Kyogyoku, and yes, this is where we get this thing from! Before her battle with the 5 magic stones in Story of Eastern Wonderland, Reimu is shown to be visibly scared before fighting the stones. This is the only time Reimu was afraid of a boss before her battle with them. Zun wanted to stop all of his doujin activities after the PC98 games ended. He wanted to stop after Lotus Land Story, then after Mystic Square. However, his games just kept selling better than he expected and the doujin thing just stuck with him, so he kept going. There are apparently extremely rare CD copies of all the PC98 games out there. Zun allowed people to get them via mail order sometime before 2002. I can't find any images of what the CD copies look like, so if you know what they did look like or if they even existed, please tell me. I want to figure out this mystery. According to Foul Detective Satori, Flandra pretends that she cannot escape her basement despite having the power to. This is because she has everything she needs in her basement: food, water, books, and toys. Hieda no Aku is the only character in Touhou that we have an exact age for. She was born sometime in August 1994, so at the time of this upload, she is 27 years old. Hieda no Aku's name is a pun on numbers, more specifically the Aku part of her name, where Q means 9 in Japanese. The previous children of Miyare also shared a trait: Aichi, Ani, Ami, Ayo, Ago, Amu, Anana, and Aya. Kozuzu Motori has a grandfather. According to Bohemian Archive in Japanese Red, Wriggled Nightbug is vulnerable to the cold and insecticide. Marisa Kirisame wrote the grimoire of Marisa after being inspired by Aya Shamemaru's notebook after Shoot the Bullet. In Alternative Facts of Eastern Utopia, Raiko Horikawa reunited the Prism River band after the trio split up. This is because Raiko knew the band needed percussion. In Alternative Facts of Eastern Utopia, again, Aya reports that Seidon and Ringo have competition to see who can sell more dango in the human village. Aya reports that Ringo is winning. The children of Miyare can only live for 30 years before they must reincarnate. During a Beijing Q&A in 2018, Zun explains that Gensoki works on Sazae-san time, which means that the characters only age when the author wants them to. Yukari Yakumo likely committed animal abuse. In Bohemian Archive of Japanese Red, Aya investigated Yukari beating up Ron with an umbrella. Yukari denies that this was not abuse since Ron is a shikigami, which somehow means that she is not an animal anymore. In the anime EF Tale of Memories, the first episode shows character Mizuki Hayama playing Stage 4 of Imperishable Night. Zun has worked on a few mainstream games when he worked at Taito. These include Greatest Striker, Magic Pengel, The Quest for Color, Bujungai, Graffiti Kingdom, and Exit. The reason why Zun is nicknamed Zun is because in old arcades of his time, high scores can only be saved in 3 character limits, and Zun sounded close enough to Jun, so it's stuck. Zun majored in mathematics at university. Zun's favorite beer brand is Kirin. Zun has likely made a few games before highly responsive to prayers. The first one being a copy of Puyo Puyo, which has never been leaked online and may likely be lost forever. Reimu Hakure holds a special place in Zun's heart. Yukari Akumo sometimes uses trains as her weapons. Coincidentally, there is a real train line in Japan called the Akumo. None of the trains on that line are ones used by Yukari, but the train that Yukari does use is the Nagano Electric Railway Kijima Line 3500 series, which is a train that used to run in Nagano, where Zun was born. Zun's favorite line from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is "Daga kotowaru," which is a line that Rohan Kishihiba said from Diamond is Unbreakable. The very first song Zun ever composed, Eternal Shrine Maiden, is, as commented by him, one of the most important songs he's ever composed, and is still special to his heart according to a note on his old music website and from Mystic Square. Alright my brothers and sisters, go in peace and make sure to expand your mind with these cool new tall facts.